afternoon, Master. In this presentation, I will explain the challenges, strategies, and group collaboration involved in designing and administering this diagnostic test. It was a significant challenge for our group because we had to create activities suitable for students aged 16 to 17 and assess skills such as speaking, writing, reading, and EVR. One of the main challenges was adapting the question to the student level so that the test was neither too complicated nor too basic. We also saw strategies that would allow students to feel comfortable and participate more naturally, especially in the speaking section. To achieve this, we used a question about daily routines to facilitate interaction and fluency. For writing and reading, we select clear exercise appropriate to the student level will. For GBR, we worked with practical activities focused on grammar and vocabulary. Group collaboration was fundamental throughout the entire process as each member contributed different ideas to design the activities, correct details, and organize the administration of the test.
The evaluation process was interesting and at times challenging. One of the main challenges was getting participants, as many teenagers feel insecure or nervous about this type of activity. During the application of the activity, it was evident that each student reacted differently according to the skill evaluated. Some showed greater confidence in listening and speaking, while others had difficulty producing the language or pronouncing correctly. This reflects a lack of vocabulary and confidence, which also affect their overall understanding. The test was very useful because it allowed us to identify the areas where students need the most support, and differences were observed between skills. Some excel in listening or interaction tasks, while others require reinforcement of vocabulary, pronunciation, and oral production.
One surprise during the application of the test was that some students showed noticeable difficulties in grammar and pronunciation. We think this may happen because in some schools they don't receive enough English instructions or practice. However, we also noticed that some students try to communicate even when they were not completely sure of their answer. For us, the experience was a little challenging because while reviewing the forms, we have to evaluate different language skills that we are still improve ourselves. Even so, it helped us better understand the teaching and evaluation process. Now, we will show a short comment from one of the participants.
Tener las palabras correctas sobre mi rutina diaria. En sí, casi nada se me hizo difícil porque practico hablar inglés a menudo.
Okay, as we can see in the video, she mentioned that most part of the tests were not difficult for her because she practiced English frequently. This shows that contact practice really helps the student improve their English skills and feel more confident when using the language.
The type of students that took the test were between 15 and 17 years old. Some students achieved good results, demonstrating adequate understanding and of the content and analytical skills. And on the other hand, others struggled with reading comprehension, applying concepts, and completing some tasks. And about the learning needs, the importance of reinforce the comprehension, attention, and logical reasoning strategies were evident. And as well, we have to provide personalized support and practical activities that promote meaningful learning. We have to strengthen the motivation to the students too, and some habits so they can improve the overall academic performance.
Result of the test. In listening, the student achieved 7% correct answer, demonstrating excellent listening comprehensions and accurate identification of specific information. In speaking, all students participate, showing commitment and willingness to express themselves orally. However, there are individual differences in fluency and accuracy that can be improved through continuous practice. In reading, the students obtained 85.5% correct answer, which reflects an appropriate reading comprehension level and the ability to reconcile explicit information between the texts. In writing, most students constructed correctly structured sentences in the simple present tense, although some minor spelling and preposition errors were identified. The ideas were clear and understandable. Regarding grammar, vocabulary, and reading, 75% of the students answered correctly, showing an adequate general understanding. However, some students still have difficulties using the simple present correctly, especially in the third person singular. Conclusion: the results. The group demonstrates a good level of English performance, with strengths in the listening and reading comprehensions, as well as active participation in speaking and reading. It is recommended to reinforce some grammar and writing aspects to improve accuracy and achieve more consistent learning outcomes.
Analyzing the diagnostic English test, I can conclude that the student demonstrated an excellent performance in all four language skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. In the listening section, she showed strong comprehension abilities and understood the information clearly and accurately. In reading, she demonstrated good vocabulary recognition and excellent understanding of the text provided. Regarding writing, her responses were well organized, grammatically accurate, and coherent. She expressed her ideas clearly and effectively. In the speaking section, I think it was the major skill that this girl had. The student performed exceptionally well. She spoke with very good pronunciation, fluency, and confidence while communication, giving her own ideas. Although she seems slightly nervous because of the camera, this didn't significantly affect her performance. Overall, the student showed a high level of English proficiency and strong communication skills. The results of this diagnostic test reflect her excellent command of the language and her ability to use English effectively in different contexts. As a recommendation, I can say, keep practicing spoken English to build even more confidence during presentation and record activities. Thank you.